Shea, aka melanateddope. Come on in the room, okay? You know, bells clear out any negativity, bad juju, it expels them. What am I on? Okay, yeah. Oh, I forget. What up, Renee? My mind just went totally somewhere else. I had went live about an hour ago, but it was like people started pulling up to the water pad, and then Baz was like, yeah, no, time to go. I'm hungry. So I was like, you know what? Let's put a pin in it, and we're going to pick back up where we left off. But I'm just going to start all the way over, okay? Because some things popped up on my mind and about certain planetary alignments that were happening, specifically this Mercury retrograde that is happening in Cancer. I was leaving the splash pad, and Big Empress energy. Aw, thank you. Go ahead and get that workout on, girl. Okay, clock it. Body gonna be T. Body been T though, because you're in great shape. But you know, T-er. But yeah, I was coming down the road, and Big Empress energy, Clementine, had popped up on a notification, and so I had clicked on it just because I was like, dang, I haven't listened to her in a while. And she was talking about Mercury retrograde, and she pointed out how childhood trauma is not your fault. How you were raised as a child is not your fault, but how you raise your inner child is absolutely your responsibility. And Mercury retrograde will bring things like that up, because retrograde means that it looks like the planet is going backwards, so things from the past. So let's just think about like going back into time and thinking about a time where, you know, something in your home life happened that like really stirred your spirit. So it's for a lot of people, some things of the past is probably coming up. Specifically, finances. Your has been a main thing my entire life. You know what I'm saying? Because I grew up in a household where my parents weren't really great. You know what I'm saying? They kept the roof over our head. You know what I'm saying? But that, and clothes on our back and food on the table. But that was the extent of it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have a lot of extra money to do this, that, and the third. However, we were straight, you know? So, again, how you were raised is not your fault. But how you raise your inner child and who you are now is absolutely your responsibility. So, get into this reading for today. Now, I already had shuffled the Grandma Baby deck, Black Gold Lenormand 2, and 4 cards popped out. And I like 4s. 4 is the number of stability. Okay? And then I checked the bottom, because I always like to look at the bottom, and I feel like it's our grounding card, and an earth sign, a pentacle, a diamond is at the bottom, and this is the card of gifts. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's talk about this Queen of Clubs, the snake card. Okay? Now, with this snake card, let's think about how the snake is represented in Western, and a lot of Western theology. Okay, not a lot of, but let's just think white Christian nationalists, right? So in the Bible, the snake is seen as the devil. Evil is he's the one that lured Eve into biting the apple, right? However, I just want y'all to know that it is not Eve's fault. It's actually Adam's fault, because God was talking to Adam. Okay? Eve didn't know. That's why the snake was able to trick her, because her man was off somewhere gallivanting and not by her side leading and guiding her. However, that's a conversation for another live. Let's get into the snake. So now they got the snake looking like he just trifling. You know what I'm saying? But before they were able to tell our stories, the indigenous looked at the snake as transformation, and as and healing. Because think about how the snake Kundalini, right? So Kundalini, that Kundalini energy. I don't know the exact way to describe what Kundalini is, so just Google it. Okay, but there is a sign of a snake going up the spine. Think of pharmaceuticals, medicine. Okay, and so which one is it? You know, you got to ask them now. Which one is it? Is the snake trifling and evil, or is the snake medicine? And for us, the snake is absolutely medicine, because Spirit wants you to utilize that spirit of discernment. You didn't know what you didn't know then, but you know better now. And so now Spirit's like, transform, transition, move forward, let go of your past. Who gets to tell your story? Because like I said, if we allow them people to tell our story, then they'll tell our story from the scope of white supremacy. Oh, black people this and black people that, you know, black on black crime, this, that, and the third. But that's not who we are. That's never been who we are. What, baby? Baz, I asked you to give me some time. Go sit down. You done ate. Go chill. You got your phone? Go chill out. Go chill. Go back in there. Baz, go sit down. Oh, he ain't gonna let me do nothing, Lord. Oh. No, you're not. You're talking about Baz, chill out. Close that door. You letting the air out. Okay. Y'all give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Child. Okay, so again, who gets to tell your story, okay? If you allow others to tell your story, it's not going to be complete. There are going to be parts of it left out. So now you are in the driver's seat. You are at the writer's desk, okay? Pen your story. What do you want it to look like? So as I was saying, I feel like a lot of this is around those finances, and Spirit is showing you the way, because the Ace of Diamonds out here, like I said, a shedding, a letting go of the mindset of scarcity and lack. You know what I'm saying? And also how you get to the money. I was sharing something on Snapchat, and I was about to use Rick Ross, every day I'm hustling. But hustling is such a hard term, and we want to do things with ease. So then I found another song that was like, the blessings never miss me. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't. Okay, what's meant for me will always come to me with ease. But anyway, so that has taken me a long time to shed. Y'all see this mess he left right here? I'm gonna beat him up. But that's what I was gonna say. That's what's been coming up for me, and I feel like that's been coming up for a lot of people. Also, because a few days ago we were live for Spirit Chat, and Juju Renee mentioned song 72, and Juju said, yeah, that's the song for uncrossing those finances. And I know a lot of my people who be getting spirit consults, they always lead with, oh, I think such and such and so put a curse on me, or somebody gotta be rooting me. Baby, you be rooting yourself. You be crossing up yourself by the way that you think, the way that you move. You know what I'm saying? You want better, you gotta do better, okay? And in order to get something you've never had before, you'll have to do something you've never done before. And so Spirit is now shining a light. Here we are with the Ace, that is a card of new beginnings, okay? And then specifically, I feel like the coins is on us heavy. Then we have the actual beginnings card in the deck. So it's saying, go to the water. My good friend just got out. They home, and you know what I'm saying, they was telling me how, you know, they've been trying not to cry, and I was like, why? Let it flow. Go take your butt to a body of water and just let it flow. And they were like, oh, that's funny because last night I was in the shower and I couldn't stop the tears. Exactly, because you need to release. You need to release the old. Let that chapter of your life has moved on, has come and gone, and you want something new and different, and so you gotta release. So waters is also spiritual bath. That was another thing that Clementine, Big Empress, had talked about. Welcome back, Devin. That was another thing that Clementine had talked about, getting your spiritual bath. I know I be slacking on the spiritual baths. However, again, in order to get something I ain't never had, I'm gonna have to do something I ain't never done, and that's be consistent with my spiritual baths. Okay, take me to the water, honey. Water is also currency. Okay, sitting on the bank. Speaking of bank, dun, 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 got my bank dirt all ready to go. I mixed some cinnamon, some cloves, some roll opening incense. Okay, we're doing the work. We're getting the things in order. We're getting our house in order, because Ten of Hearts, the family card popping out here. The theme is table. Okay, table being family. I am currently looking for housing because I'm ready to move back to the D, right? And so I'm gonna be doing some work opening those roads to the coins. And what up, Agent of History? Opening up the road to the coins and where it is that me and the kids will be housed. Okay. But also, again, in thinking about table and family, this card is also a reminder that family ain't just about the blood. Okay, family can be chosen, who you desire to be around. Because I was talking to a good friend that I met on these interwebs some years ago, like pandemic time. I think it was like Clubhouse. Anyway, they had posted that they were lonely, and so I'm just in their box chit-chatting, because you know, you may be alone, but you're never lonely. You know what I'm saying? You may not have nobody there physically, but there's always somebody, you know what I'm saying, creeping around and looking for somebody to talk to. So, you know, reach out to your people. You know what I'm saying? Call it. Also, open the roads to having your chosen family. Because you just don't never know what somebody's going through. I don't know if that could have, that might have saved this person's life or just brightened up their day. But it made me feel better, you know what I'm saying, to sit there and just have a conversation with somebody different. Because I don't normally talk to them, right? But yeah, again, at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Diamonds. So we have two queens, okay? So big divine feminine energy, and then you got the divine masculine energy here. And I just feel like Spirit is like, you got to get in harmony and get in balance. Just as much as you work, you got to rest and be soft and make plans. That's that divine feminine energy. The work is the divine masculine energy. But really and truly, they don't really talk about it. But the divine feminine embodies everything. But I digress. That's another time. So with this King of Diamonds at the bottom, and like I said, this is our grounding card. That's why I like to look at the bottom. This is our grounding card. So Spirit is saying, get into those gifts, honey. Thinking about the gifts of your bloodline. You know what I'm saying? Everybody didn't have like a grandma that was just outright doing hoodoo or any other, you know, spiritual thing other than praising the Lord, right? Case in point. However, my mama and my grandmama had green thumbs like no others. I used to, growing up, I would watch my mama just bring plants back from the dead. Okay, she might have been the reason they died, but she could bring it back too. Okay, but no, like I don't even think my mom ever was the reason her plants died. I think she was, you know, getting dead plants from other people and bringing them back. Yep, that's what it was. Because, you know, my mom never let her plants die. Matter of fact, the only time they died was when she transitioned. And we weren't in the house for months. And you know, we come back and the plants are gone. However, I've been able to cultivate my green thumb, okay, and house plants. Now I'm trying to transition that to food, because look at what they're doing to our food sources. Okay, stay woke. Okay, but back to it. The gifts of your family. What are they? Some people have the gift of gab, a beautiful voice. Some people can write. Some people are good with their hands. Just what is it? Whatever it is, Spirit is like, yeah, cultivate that. That's going to be your thing. That's what's going to get you up out of whatever it is you've been stuck in. Okay, the poverty, the scarcity, and the lack. The feeling like you're unworthy. That's because you don't know fully who you are and whose you are. Okay, I've been working on it, and you can too. Okay, and if you need some guidance, the books are most definitely open, and I'm always here to chat with them spirits on your behalf. Okay, we're gonna pull from, what is this? Angel numbers. Just cause. We're gonna see what the angels got for us. Oh, 2121, divine guidance. Trust the guidance of your angels. They are leading you towards greatness. I see 999, and I flip over the deck to see 999. Then I look up and see 999, but it's actually 666, which is the last 3 digits of my mama's social security number. It was actually like 5666. When people be like, oh, 666 is the devil, I never associated 666 with the devil. I always thought about my mama because I knew her social security number. Right? And then we have 2020. 2020 was that year, was it not, for a lot of us? And we're seeing a lot of the themes of 2020 repeating themselves in 2026. Okay? If you know, you know. So yeah, 2121 popped out first, and it says divine guidance. Trust the guidance of your angels. They are leading you towards greatness. Then next I saw 2020, which is gratitude and blessings. Practice gratitude and blessings will multiply in your life. Okay? And then 999 and 666. 999 saying self-love. The foundation of all love is self-love. The angels urge you to practice self-care and self-compassion, as this will lead to more fulfilling and harmonious relationships. Yes, that's my mom with her birthday. What, 666? That's my little sis in Detroit birthday too. Her birthday is June 6th. But she was born in 2000. Yeah. But this... Yeah. But anyway, balance and harmony. Seek balance and harmony in all aspects of your life. It will lead to peace and success. Okay? And another card out here, and I'm going to start looking at these. Oh, look at that 444. But I saw 555 with embrace change. Change is in the air. Embrace it as an opportunity for growth and transformation. And that's why I went ahead and said something. What up, Guwap Racing? 242 Racing? Hi, darling. That's why I pulled that, because you're gonna have to make some changes. Remember, the first card that I pulled was the Queen of Clubs, the snake card, with Spirit saying, you know, yeah, shed the old, let it go. Write your own story. You're on the right path. The divine is guiding you. Stay in a mindset of gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude, right? Because in order to get more, you got to be grateful for what you already got, babes. Okay? It's hard to get this African goddess deck. No, it's not. There it is. I'm talking shit, and you jump right on out. And we've been getting, oh yeah, the mothers is popping out, honey. Is that it, Spirit? Is that it? Okay, and then another one popping out. So we're just going to shuffle one more time and look at the bottom card. I like to look at 3 cards. Yes. And I said the mothers are popping out. Okay. Well, this is the African goddess deck, right? So it's going to very much divine feminine, but specifically the mothers popped out with Gang Gang Sarah. This is resistance. She is the hold on, cause I don't want to tell y'all wrong. Let's get to the book. That's why we got the handy dandy guidebook. Gang Gang Sarah is shadow of resistance. Okay, so shadow goddess Gang Gang Sarah, the witch of Golden Lane, blew into Tobago, on a determined breeze from West Africa to emancipate her family. Uh-oh, I had it backwards. Resistance. We got to fight the power, okay? I told you, there's always a spirit of an entity coming to steal, unalive, and destroy. We see it. We see the spirit take over many of our own people, okay, when thinking about domestic violence that's been happening in the black community, you know, but violence is, you know, proximity. Crime is who you're in proximity to, and we mostly be around each other. You know, we date mostly each other. However, there is also a spirit, or there is a spirit, okay, that be jumping into people that have us hating each other. Okay, it's always been a spirit with them people, you know what I'm saying, that seek to steal, kill, and destroy. And sometimes we can sign up for that spirit as well by you know, just being open to the bullshit. There's a better way to explain that, but it's just not coming to me at the moment, but maybe it will. Okay, but spirit is saying resist. Okay, get with Gang Gang Sarah, and then Queen Mother Nanny of the Maroon. Okay, so she from Trinidad and Tobago, just Tobago, and then she from Jamaica. Okay, both of these women were freeing their people. She got a gang of Moors together, and they was up in them mountains, honey, and them white folks could not do none about them. Okay, this is a reminder to move in silence, to go off to your hush harbors. Okay, to go find your community and start talking about resistance. Rest. I always want to tell y'all that rest is absolutely resistance. But right now, we got to be on some gang shit, right? And getting with our community. Umbakomu. I think that's how you say that. Umbakomu. With soul forgiveness. And you see, this looks like a young mother. So we got the mothers, the older, the elders. We got, she's gray. So she's like older elder. And then this is like auntie elder, right? She looks kind of young. And then we have the young mother right here that it seems to be just having a very hard time in whatever, right? So this is just a reminder to forgive yourself for what you didn't know, for what you couldn't possibly do, right? But now that you've gotten with the elders in your community, it's given generations, right? Now that you've gotten with the elders in your community, now that you've connected with your ancestors, balance and harmony will all fall upon you. Let's read. We're gonna start with Gang Gang. Okay? Because that's what I got pulled up. You are scared that you are going to mess it all up. You may have stumbled, but this is a new day. Learn to show up for yourself. You ghost your own dreams and resist your own magic. Stop holding back, worrying and pretending to seek perfection that will never come. When it comes to you stepping into your greatness, resistance keeps you stuck. Resistance blocks growth, creativity, and evolution. Resistance may look like procrastination, laziness, disorganization, excuses, or lack of motivation. But there are deeper forces at play. Again, the spirit, right? You are resisting a force. You are resisting the force you really are. The God's declaration for this card is, this is me, I show up. Okay? Let's talk to Queen Nandy of the Maroons. Yeah. Queen Mother Nanny says, break free. Your dreams hold the power and keys to your liberation. You are freedom herself. Rise up. You deserve to feel free. What do you imagine for yourself? Daring to manifest your dreams is a part of personal liberation. Find your own personal liberation codes in your soul's unspoken desires. Life is too short to live within someone else's story. Okay? Remember, because I said, who gets to tell your story? Okay? Divine blessings and magic are on your side. Enjoying your freedom fully is the best gift to your ancestors. The declaration for this card is, my dreams empower me. And last, 𝒓𝒐𝒐𝒎. Okay, with soul forgiveness. And she says, who do you need to forgive? Let it go and reclaim yourself. Forgiveness is a gift of freedom for you, from you. You can't rush forgiveness. You have to feel it to heal it. Feel the pain, hurt, grief, rage, and despair. Take time with your heart. Forgiveness is a high vibration frequency than, forgiveness is a higher vibration frequency than the pain you must allow yourself to feel. Unforgiveness colors your world with lack, mistrust, and resentment. You start to see everything through victim-colored glasses. But forgiveness does not have to include reconciliation. Start with self-forgiveness. Say out loud, I forgive myself with love. The Goddess declaration for this card is, I forgive and free myself. I forgive and free others. Okay? So, to wrap this thing on up, go get to your altar. Let's see if there is a scripture that want to pop out to us today. The Summoning Blue, the Horizon, and the Crossroad cards all popped out. Oh, and at the bottom, we have Psalms 28 and 9. Do I have my Psalm book? I don't. I don't have my book of Psalms. It's in the room, and I'm not going to get it. So give me a second, because I'm about to pull it up on my computer. I'm so glad to have it in here. Oh, it's not on this one. Oh, man. We're not finna do that. We're just going to throw in Psalm. We're just going to Google it. Psalm 28. And 9. And it says, well, save your people and bless your inheritance. Be their shepherd and carry them forever. And that's the New International Version. And I just feel like you're the one. Okay, you're the one to lead the people to the promised land, whatever that may look like for y'all. The Cartographer, the Horizon, and the Summoning Blue popped out as I was just seeing if there was a song. And I feel like, okay, so because with the Cartographer Blue, this is a map. This is you drawing the map, showing for your future, for your descendants to know how to reach you. Where to go. You get what I'm saying? Whether it's a crossroad, because that's the theme of this card. It may be a crossroad where they can go to say hey to you. And that makes me think about my my best friend Nikki. And I should have got some dirt while I was there, but at her burial, the cemetery they buried her in, when you come in, as soon as you come in, there's a T crossroad. And I'm just, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so crossroad. So whenever I think of her, I know I could go to a crossroad because I know that she's buried at one. And remember, a crossroad is a portal. The summoning blue, what's calling you? Okay, it's spirit. Spirit is summoning you to get back to yourself, to get back to your spiritual gifts, because that was one of the cards that we pulled. We pulled the family card and the gift card, right? And I just feel like a lot of y'all are sleeping on your inheritance. Okay? And with this Horizon card, I just feel like it's like you're looking out over the horizon. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. And that's what's in my head. So it's just like you're looking forward to the future. You know what I'm saying? The horizon is where, you know, the sun meets earth. Right? And that's like the beginning of the day and or the ending of the day. But for a lot of y'all, I feel like this is a new beginning, because we got that in the beginning of this reading. That was one of the cards. So you're looking off into the horizon. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. The sun is coming up. The sun is shining on the things that you need to be working on. The things that will have you really emboldened and being your highest, greatest self. Jupiter is currently in Leo. Jupiter being our planet of expansion is in an expansive sign. You know, the greatest sign that there is. You know, no shade to nobody else, but I'm just saying, Leos are ruled by the sun, the giver of life. So what does that tell you? It is definitely an auspicious, beneficial time to like really do that self-love work and emboldening yourself. Okay? That's all I got for y'all. Y'all hear my son calling for me, and I can't keep putting him off, so I got to run. I really Are you dressed? Oh, okay. I really appreciate y'all for pulling up. I love you and appreciate you. If you need me, please do not hesitate to reach out. You can find me at melanateddope on Instagram, 𝒓𝒐𝒎 LLC, also on Instagram, VON space SHEA on Facebook. And yeah, those are my social medias. I also be on TikTok, but not enough that I really be promoting it. Oh, also, I do be on YouTube, but I just be uploading, from here. However, you know, the things are growing, so I really want to come off of Vitametal things. All this shit, really, you know what I'm saying? But especially 𝒓𝒐𝒐𝒎 apps, because if you know, you know. They just been suppressing us. Okay? And if they ever figure out how, I saw a thing that was talking about, a man had posted that the government was going to start coming after spiritualists. They already been doing that, but they said they got a list. I don't know how true that is, but again, hush harbors. It's time to like get off the internet and get in the field. Get you know what I'm saying? Cloak yourselves. Do what you need to do to make sure you're protected. Okay, that's it. That's all I got for y'all. I'm outie. Peace.